Let's wait for Mr. Murphy to jump in. Yeah, told you, I mentioned it straight away. Mr. Murphy's there, and he says he's not waiting there purposely. Still don't believe him. While I keep messing about here, we'll wait for all the millions of other people to join in. Cynthia's there. Look at her. Moderating straight away. Oh dear, I've got hello, I've got a message on. Bear with, I've got a message on WhatsApp. Oh, it's only from Steve. That's not important. I've got a tickle in the throat. I don't know what it is. It's just that literally just started. Tracy, good evening. I have been to a fun day in my council ward in Fareham this afternoon, which was great. Excellent. And at least it wasn't too hot. I've been sitting here doing nothing. Well, not here, but in my house. Not all day, I hasten to add. What have I done today? I've been to the allotment. Good evening, Michael. I've been to the allotment. I've been to Hazelmere. I've been to my daughter's and cut a grass at her place. Mr. Musto, good evening. Took Cynthia shopping to Tesco's. And what else have I done? That's about it, really. Rushing around all over the place. I've done something else. I can't remember what it is. Good evening, Elaine. Oh, there's been lots of other things going on, which I'm not going to go into. I've got my list. I've got my list, and I'm going to stand it there. Mr. Norris, good evening. Now, Mr. Norris, I think I sent you a message the other day, and I don't know whether I sent it to the wrong person or not. Good evening, Lynn. Andrew, something you might be very interested in. Cynthia, Steve, and I did a walk last week or a week before, can't remember when it was, at Alice Holt. And on part of the walk, we kept hearing this funny crackling sound, and we couldn't work out what it was. Then Steve noticed that in one of the trees, there was a microphone attached to the tree, and there was some solar panels on the ground, which was supplying the power to the camera. And then dotted around in a big square was black cables going across to all the other trees. And on each tree, there was a speaker. And we think what was happening was that the microphone was picking up the sound of the water going up through the trees and then putting that sound out into the speakers. And if that is the case, that was really interesting. I have got a video coming out at some point, and hopefully the video would have, the microphones on the camera would have picked that up. And we said at the time that you would be really interested in that. Good evening, Anna. We've got 14 watches, 14 taking part, and it's only 4 minutes past. Hang on, let me give you a quick toast. Ah, dear. Thumbs up, folks. Yes, it's 50%. 50% of the thumbs up. Now, this, as I said last time, oh, hang on. The numbers are going up. The thumbs are going up. That's what we need. Andrew, I think you would really be interested in it. And as I say, hopefully the GoPro picked up the sound. Believe me, Mark, what are you drinking? I'm drinking some rosé wine. I had a couple of little nips earlier on, only a little bit in the glass, just to get a taster for now. I was sitting in a darkened room, composing myself, ready for this evening. If you believe that, you'll believe anything. I don't need a lot of composure. Good evening, Kerry. For those who don't know, literally just before I went live, I got this tickle in my throat. Hang on, here we go. Hang on. Basilica. She threw a wobbly straight in there on the last live, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get it right, but I think it is Basilica. Basilica. Were you originally from Romania? Was it? I think. At my age, I'm. Here we go. I can see it's going to be one of those evenings. Yeah. Basilica. I'm sure that's right. Basilica. Oh, I get very nervous when someone with a foreign name. Yes, Romania. Good, but hey, excellent. Oh, I'm really pleased now. What else we got here? Andrew, we love the Charleston. Has always thought of you. Oh, bless. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. That's really good. I really enjoy your colourful lunches. Ian McGagan. Good evening, Ian. Did you forget the E? Ian's having one of those days he can't spell. Unless he's going to become one of these new ones that like to abbreviate all the words. Like my nephew's fiance Laura, when she's saying "and thank you," she does all the things mixed together. Andrew's saying, yes, Lynn, I was a little jealous of you being there again, but thanks for posting the photographs. Yeah, they're lovely photographs, I have to say. We've been very lucky recently. It's been really, the group, when people post their photographs, is really, really good. Thank you, Basilica. Flip me small buttons on my phone. Ian, what you need to get yourself is one of those big mobile phones with the big numbers and letters on. Those are the things for the elderly. And, you are pushing towards the elderly. Luckily, my phone's fine, so I don't need big numbers and letters. Ian, need you be watching the boss on your TV? Lynn, I think you'll find that Jenny's taken over. So Ian's teaching everything, the mowing, everything. I think Ian's going to become the one that's helping Jenny rather than Jenny helping Ian. She's what, 35, 34, 35, something like that. Kerry Baldwin, we're off to the Wye Valley on Friday. I'll take a lot of photographs. That sounds great. But can I just say, can you post them in lots of, say, about 10? So that, you look at 10 and you think, brilliant, they're really good. And not sort of, bless her, Lynn, Jean, 50, 60 photographs sometimes. I get to 10 or 12 and I think, that's enough for now. Yeah, she does. Lynn, she does. She looks great on a mower. Dear. Basilica's saying, Kevin, your live video is a lot clearer compared to last time. George asked. Well, funnily enough, I was just about to say, is the picture clearer tonight? And I don't have to, because you've just said it is. So that's even better. And the strange thing is, Basilica, nobody said anything until the last 5 minutes of my last live broadcast, and it was you that said I needed to get a better Wi-Fi. But everybody put up with me. They probably thought I was better looking, being all blurred. Kerry saying you'll be lucky if you get one. Forget my camera. Use your phone. There's no excuses nowadays for not having. Well, some people, of course, don't have mobile phones. But Kerry, if you forget your camera, use your phone. Cynthia's saying picture is fine tonight. That's good. Hang on. Yeah, moisturizer's working. Easy one. Perfect picture. Thank you, Tracy. Are you on about this one? Shall I tell you a little story? I bought that for my ex-wife many, many years ago, and it's actually painted by one of Cynthia's and mine art teachers, Stuart Neal. And I think, if I remember rightly, there's actually a label on the back with his name. And then Julie and I split up, and then just a few years ago, a couple of years ago, I was visiting her and her partner, and she asked me if I would like the picture back. So I've got it. It's hanging there. And it is, Stuart had set his easel up at the side of the River Rother in Midhurst, and that's what he's painted. So I'm really chuffed to get that back. Let me just try and catch up. Jenny is the only a youngster, but she is very good, and I only need to teach Jenny how to use the tools. She knows her plants. She only have to show Jenny once. She's a bright spark. She's a very good girl, and she's a lovely girl as well. In fact, I spent a couple of hours with her and Cynthia's two daughters the other day, which is great. Steve saying hi, Ron. Hello, Uncle. My wife's off to the Philippines for a month. I'm looking for a living girlfriend between the ages of 35 and 45. She must be able to use it. Oh, Michael. Lynn saying Jenny's a clever cookie. Yeah, still saying hello. Jenny is a diamond. She really is. The picture is too clear, mate. I can see wrinkles. Hey, mate, I will say this, and I'm not embarrassed to say so, but for a long, long time now, for years, I've been using moisturiser on my skin because it's also got some UVB protection or whatever you call it. So, yeah, I'm not embarrassed to say that. And as Mark English did state once, when we're having a meal after a walk, he said, I've always wondered why, Kevin, you've got such lovely skin. Alison, good evening. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. Oh, dear. Wait for the Mickey taker to come. Ian has started. Lynn's saying, I'm too old. Oh, no, why? Because was someone to live in. Oh, dear. Well, doesn't want to live in the, no, you know what I mean. Basilica's laughing. Alison O'Brien, evening, Kevin. I'm listening to you and watching Only Fools and Horses. That's a great combination. Oh, dear. Lynn's saying, it's a must, Kevin. I had a skin cancer on my face. Oh, dear, Lynn, I didn't know that. What's the plan for your future adventures? I'm not saying. I'm not going to say anything. I have this. You know, it's like state secrets. You're not allowed to let anybody see them. I'm coming to that in a very... Do you see that? That's what they are. Kevin, as you are so I'll show you. He's amazing. Nice eyeliner. Yeah, thanks, mate. If my career in IT goes down the pan, maybe gardening could be something to consider. You could consider it? Yes, of course. Anyway, look, let me get to, and I've got the title, Talking Points for Tonight. Actually, I want to wait just for a little bit because I'm hoping Dave Ford's going to join before I do anything about that, because part of this is to do with Dave and his walk. But Dave said he's going to join in. He's going to join in from time to time when he's not watching snooker. There's a man that's got his priorities right. Absolutely spot on. Actually, Basilica, let me just check. 1, 2, 3. Well, three of the things I want to talk about are about our up and coming adventures. Lynn, that's something I'm gonna be talking about as well. Dave Ford, I am here with one eye on you and one eye on Snooker. Right, as Dave is there, let me just start off with the walk that we did at Ernley. Rog Ness came up with this idea, and we Cynthia, Steve, and myself, and Rog did a recce of it back at the beginning of the year, and we knew straight away that this was going to be a good walk for the group. Mark's just saying he'll be busy with the evening session of the Mark Williams and the Chinese band. Yeah. And what a fantastic walk. There was so much to see. And it just had everything that you needed. And there was, as Rod said at one point, and there's no real undulations, Andrew Norris. And can I say, Roger did lead mostly from the front. I think he was at the rear once. Good evening, Dean. And from all the Coopers, by the looks of it. And once in the middle. The rest of the time he was at the front. But what a fantastic walk. Had a little walk around the church. We saw that. Beautiful little church. And it was, it was just had everything. It was really good, which was brilliant. So we thank Rog very much for that. Now in June, hang on, just one second. Clive's in. I'm only 15 minutes late, recovering from the shock of the cost of renewing my car insurance policy. Now, the walk in June is in the New Forest. And it's being led by Dave Ford, which we're looking forward to very, very much indeed. Dave's walks are always good. Cynthia, Steve and I went down and we joined Dave for a walk last year, was it? Brilliant, loved it down there. And Mrs. Ford, bless her, who we've not met yet, has offered to lead a short walk for those that are perhaps a little less able, which is very, very kind of her. And we look forward to meeting her. Shame about the lack of undulations. So that's really great. So we look forward to meeting Mrs. Ford for that walk. And Dave has suggested there is a pub only about 800 yards from the start and finish of the walk that he has recommended for anybody that wants to book a meal. And it's called the Fighting Cock. He is saying, I spoke to who? Oh, is that Mervyn, who lives in Selsey? He said he could do a walk in the medieval area and take us nearer the windmill. Oh, right, okay. Ian, send us the details. That'd be great. Good evening, John. I will repeat the name of the pub just in case people didn't get it. It's called the Fighting Cock. Would like to go there at some point. Glad you'll all have a great day. We dearly love to go. To the circumstances didn't fail for us. Yeah, it was all worked out, especially for you, Elaine, and you did turn up. The pub doesn't accept bills of exchange. Oh dear. There's a hot blonde was on the lifeboat. Oh, right, okay. How do you pronounce that? Merrin? Is it Merrin? It's almost as bad as Basilica. What's going on? Michael White. No, that's the Roger. Oh, no, here we go. Andrew said, I think we have a family photo of myself on the play equipment at the Fighting Cock pub back when I was in the child's 1990s as a family member. Had a caravan at St Sandy Balls just down the road. It's everything's going wrong. Hadn't realised that the New Forest walk was going to be led by one of the one I day before. That'd be great. Cathy B and I booked a cottage, actually a bungalow near Ringwood for that weekend. Brilliant. Only 800 yards, short walk to the pub, absolutely. What time do you think we will finish the walk, and good time book for the meals? Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, excellent. The fighting cocks, there used to be cockfighting at the pit opposite. Actually, the pit is still there. Is this the 29th, Kevin? Bear with. I'm going to say yes. Cynthia will probably say something completely different. Anyway, so that's that walk sorted out. But can I just say what a shock it was when I saw and watched Dave Ford's video. Little Logan is, hang on, what have I missed? Yes, it is the 29th. Gosh, I got something right. Logan is being put into retirement, which is a 10-year-old little doggy, and his Dave's a companion on his walks and is being retired, which is fair enough. And Dave wants to spend some more time with Logan on some shorter walks. And again, brilliant. That's the right thing to do, Dave. And Dave, bless him, is taking a little bit of a step back for now from doing his videos and all that sorts of things. We all know Dave's quality of his videos. They are absolutely brilliant, and he puts so much time and planning and effort into his videos. He puts way more in than I do, or Mark English, or Cynthia, or Lynn, or perhaps even Andrew Norris. You know, I've spoken to Dave several times, and he was telling me about the amount of effort, you know, getting the tripods up and etc. etc. So I think Dave deserves a little bit of a a step back. And as usual with everybody, you never get a chance to watch everybody's videos, but the quality Dave puts out is astonishing, and he deserves a rest from it all. And if Dave, you could send some of your subscribers in my direction or anybody else's direction, that would be great. You don't need them anymore. But Dave has hinted he may be coming back in the autumn. So we all like to say good luck, Dave, and thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing you in June. And we'll do the videos. Don't worry about it. You don't need to bring anything along with you, mate. So we wish you well, my friend. I will say something. Someone said something to me, and now Dave does know this. Someone said something to me once about people making videos, and someone said to me once that Dave Ford would never be able to make a video and get subscribers successfully. As I say, I've spoken to Dave about this before. He's fully aware of it. And can I just say, I am so glad that prediction was shot right up in the... And it got it wrong. Got it wrong. That's the best way of putting it. So, yeah, well done to you, Dave, for proving that person wrong. You deserve a rest, mate. Let me just try and catch up with some of these messages. I've missed loads. Dave's films of the Dorsets are full of interesting information. Brilliant, absolutely. People will go back and look at those he has made. They will, Lynn. We could arrange a whip it around. Michael's sitting there, he's thinking he's brilliant, isn't he? Lynn's laughing out loud. Basilica's saying, have a good rest, Dave, come back refreshed. No, don't come back refreshed, Dave, at all. Clive said, I love all the historical information that Dave includes in his videos. Absolutely, that's brilliant. Dave said, thank you. I've been a little bit overwhelmed at the response to the news with 350 comments and 5,500 views in 2 days. Yeah, all right. 150 comments on Facebook. Well, they were wrong. Absolutely, they were wrong, and I'm so pleased. Also, your videos are absolutely cracking, Dave. He's had enough praise, don't. Dave always reminds me of Daniel Craig. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll go with that one, Michael. Is that where he's leaping across the top of buildings and things like that? Is that what you mean? Oh dear. But yes, that's brilliant. Well done, Dave. Well done, mate. Really appreciate everything you've done. Let's go on to the July walk. The July walk is in East Sussex, and it's being led by Kim Murden. A walk has been chosen. Now, let me just put it. Cynthia, if I forget something, please jump in. A walk has been chosen. No, Tracy, we haven't got a map yet or details. We know what the walk's going to be. We know where it's going to be. We do not have a confirmed pub yet. As soon as we've got the final details from Kim, Cynthia will put up a post on the Kevin's Rambles Facebook group, and then you'll get all the details you need. So it's going to be in East Sussex, we know that. Andrew will be there, Norris. He doesn't have to worry where he is in the walk. It could be up the front, at the back, in the pub, wherever he wants to be. And I have got no idea how many undulations there are. I know Lynn hates that word. Oh dear. The other thing about Dave's, let me just drop back onto these comments. The other thing about Dave's videos is that the sun is always shining. It's amazing. Yeah, it shines on the righteous, so they say, and in Dorset. I might return with Pfeiffer in a slightly different format later in the year, but not so frequent. I'll see how I feel. But at the moment, I'm enjoying the break and not missing anything. Brilliant. Okay, Dave. Yeah, we look forward to that if you come back, mate. Basilica, any walks in North Devon? Plenty of pubs here. Well, look, Basilica, I think you're involved with a walking group. Now, I can't say that many of us or any of us would come down because Steve and I, let me put it this way. There was supposed to have been a Kevin's Rambles walk in the Cotswolds, the second bank holiday of May. So the details were put out. Steve and I booked an Airbnb. We wanted to get in there quick. And as it turns out, there's only me and Steve going. The rest are going to join a walk in May. So if anybody said they would like to go to Devon to join Basilica, I'm not sure how many people will actually turn up. But Basilica, I would love to come down to North Devon and join a walk down there. Probably Steve would go, and that'll probably be it. So we'll see. No, Ian Kevin wouldn't trust me either. Hang on, I'm missing out here. I thought Andrew Norris was leading the walking Lewis. No. No, he's not. Andrew, and you're wrong. You would be trusted to lead a walk. I'd have to put it to a vote. Good evening, Fiona. Thanks for joining in. We got 26 watching. We've got 13. Why is it always a 50-50 break between the viewers and the thumbs up? So anybody that hasn't given me a thumbs up, please do. I would much appreciate it. Basilica's saying, oh dear. Yes, oh dear. But Steve and I are going to have a lovely time in the Cotswolds because it never rains when we're there. Does it, Steve? Not much, he says. Clive's saying, in view of the views and comments stats for Dave Ford's latest video, perhaps Kevin should announce his use. Oh, brilliant! Yeah, I'll tell you what. If I announce my retirement, people would be clapping and applauding, going, "He's going! Yes!" Totally the opposite of Dave Ford going. Ian McCagan, Kevin, me and Jeremy are going to the Cotswolds Walk. Well, Cynthia is. Anyways, it isn't too late for anyone to go. But exactly, if anybody wants to come and join us, you are very, very welcome. Good luck booking somewhere to stay. I haven't. I will give you a thumbs up. Thank you. The May Walk, being led by Cynthia, Ian, and Jeremy. So I'm told. Hang on, Dave. So this cover. What time will the walk be starting? The walk between three. Hopefully, Dave, we'll be meeting at 10:30 for an 11 o'clock start. The odd surprise detour. Oh, okay. A surprise detour to another pub. Don't forget, I do have to drive home. The walk in May, as I say, being led by Cynthia, Ian, and Jeremy, is starting. Oh, here we go. This is going to go wrong, isn't it? It's starting at Petersfield Boating Lake. He's waiting for someone coming with details saying it's not. Ian's saying, Kevin, we will not be getting lost on our... Oh, yeah, right. Quite to the contrary, Kevin, if you announce your YouTube at a period of national... Petersfield Heath Lake. Thank you, Ian. Yeah. Oh, dear. Some people have got some strange ideas about me. I don't know what it is. Oh, gosh. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, Clive. I really appreciate that. Then the first part of the walk will be round the boating lake and the heath, where there are a number of tumuli, 21, I think, burial mounds, the most in one area in anywhere in the whole of Europe, I believe. I'll wait for Ian to come back and tell me I'm wrong. Then there will be a very short walk on a piece of road, come lane. I don't know, what is it? Oh, blimey, a few hundred yards. It's very short, 200 or 300 yards. And then going to a nature reserve, a loop around, and then back to the heath. Now, on part of the walk, Jeremy has very kindly offered to have people in his garden for cups of tea, coffee, and cakes. And I know Cynthia and Ian are going to be supplying some cakes, which is extremely generous of Jeremy. And of course, you know, this offer has gone out to do this when Steve and I are not there. We don't care. We don't care. We're going to be in the sunshine in the Cotswolds, while at Petersfield it's going to be raining. Michael's. Oh, hang on. If the walk starts at 11 a.m., we will probably end at the pub. Yeah, okay. That all sounds pretty good, Dave. Yeah. Has Dave started his pub research yet? He doesn't need to, Michael. He's already been there a few hundred times, so don't worry about it. In the car park off the Heath Road to start the walk, Bronze Age burial mounds. Tracy saying, been going there since I was a child and looking forward to the walk immensely. Cynthia's saying, we'd better make it at least 2 p.m. Are you suggesting that the walk will take longer, Cynthia? I don't understand why. There are a few tubby ponies in here, so should be some foals for you to see. I have enough content to last until the middle of August now. Okay. I've got enough content to keep me going until next Wednesday. I have got a few videos in the editing process, and as I'm going back to work this week, that my output might completely dry up. Oh dear. And the only problem with going back to work this week is with my son and my cousin Rodney. So I could be in floods of tears by the end of tomorrow. Yes, we are starting work tomorrow, being a bank holiday. I've been dragged, kicking and screaming, out of retirement to decorate 3 bedrooms. And no, I'm not getting paid for it. It is all for the love of the job. Basilica, how is your allotment going, Kevin? Basilica, thank you very much. It is going down that way. It's that's roughly in that direction. It's going all right, actually, Basilica. We've put in 3 raised beds this year, which means I've got less lawn to cut, which is even better. And in those, we've got carrots, we've got leeks, and we've got shallots, and they're all growing really well. And hang on a minute, bear with. Sorry, folks, I'm getting messages come through everywhere here. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, and hang on, I've got 2 lots of potatoes in. I was trying to remember what we've got in the plot now. And further up the plot, we've got onions, shallots, garlic, and something else. We've got a nice row of raspberries. And in our netted tunnel, we've got cauliflower and Cynthia, help! Oh, what's the other thing we've got in the netted tunnel, Cynthia? Ian McCaggart, Dave, I'm hoping to get Mr. Hall and Mrs. Walder to Dorset sometime. That'd be great, Ian. We'll keep talking about going down that way, but it never works. Spinach, thank you. The research purely for the video at relevant public houses at the end of the war is such an important service to the viewers. Obviously, I wouldn't normally partake otherwise. Of course you wouldn't, Dave. And how would Logan get a packet of crisps after such effort put into it? Ian said, have you got any nice weeds in your raised beds from Quality Compost? In one we have. In one. But I'm not sure where the Quality Compost come from. It's but I think if I remember rightly, Cynthia said they are all little tomato plants. And they're going to have to come out because we want to put something else in there. I think, hang on, I'm going to ask Cynthia to jump in here. Cynthia, what have we got coming on in the greenhouse? I know there are more carrots and we've got beetroot and there are other things as well. Sunflowers, we got, sweet corn, cuddly bear, hot air blower. What's it? It's like a conveyor belt on Price is Right. Is it with Price is Right? Oh gosh. Oh, Cynthia, help! The greenhouse is your domain. I haven't got a clue what's in there really. We have 100% of plants from the government. Yeah. Does anybody want any tomato plants? Ron Langley, are you going on the June walk then, Ian? I hope he's not. I hope he stays at home. He said they are not tomatoes. It's sharks, fins, melons. Oh, rocket. Is that it? Is that all we've got in there? Oh, sweet corn, carrots, beetroot, squash. There we go. And I believe Cynthia has also started off at home our run of beans. And you should see my run of bean poles. Cousin Rodman gave me some lovely old, what I call sticks. I gave Cynthia some rocket seeds. Cynthia's just told you where they are. Charred, yeah. Yeah, the rocket's charred. Yeah. Your rocket seeds are doing. They're coming on well, Lynn. Cynthia and I love allotment, what we call the old traditional way, the way that our fathers would have done runner beans with, poles out of the woods and things like that. So my cousin gave me literally enough for one complete row, which I think was about 26 poles. And we just love to try and keep it as traditional in the way it looks as we can. All right, my father and her father didn't have netted tunnels. But the rest of it we try and keep as traditional as we can. We try, very important to us is the wildlife. We have stopped feeding the birds at them, down there, but because of problems with rats. I won't tell you one story, but but we love it. But unfortunately, Cynthia's not been able to get down there anywhere near as much as she wants to. For those of you that know Cynthia's situation, you know the reasons why. But it's just, I've been down there a hell of a lot just recently, doing as much as I can. So let's have a look at some of these comments. Ian, as Kevin is so cheeky to me, I must put some weed killer on his veg pack. Ian, I'm never cheeky to you whatsoever. I can never be more complimentary. I'm going to choke on that wine in a minute. Tracy, has the date been arranged for the garden party? Yes, I think it has, Tracy. Cynthia, please. Thank you. It's a good job I've got admin there, sitting there with just Cynthia listening, because she can fill in the dates. Pensioners veg pack. Yeah, thank you. Michael's saying you need to buy some chickens to produce fertilizer for your tomatoes. We've got I think we've run out. We've got a bucket of these pellets of chicken manure, and when you take the lid off, oh God, it's awful. Basilica saying your skin looks good, not only for the cream to apply, but also for the good food you eat. You're probably right there, Basilica. I try and be a good boy. It's extremely difficult, I have to say. I am type 2 diabetic. As my doctor told me several years ago, I'm just unlucky because there's nothing of me. I'm not skin and bones, but there's a lot of diabetes in my family, type 1 and type 2. But I'm not as good as I should be by any stretch of the imagination. But I do try, but it is very, very hard. But very kind of you. Thank you, Basilica. Dave saying, Kevin, how is the rebuilding of the this is as parents of betting it's still being derelict in 10 years. It probably will be derelict in 10 years' time, Dave. And nothing's happening with it. I know the owners of the Angel, and I feel very sorry for them. I feel sorry for Dave and his family, because whenever something comes up on Facebook about it, it's always the owner's fault. It is not the owner's fault. The last thing I heard was, as it has been from the very, very start, it's two insurance companies arguing about who's going to cover what. And it's just wrong. Everybody blames the fire starting in the Angel. It did not. It started in the roof of the building next door, which is was the Olive and Vine. But it's just wrong what's going on. And I do get a little bit cross about it. They keep blaming the owners, and it's got nothing to do with the owners, which is awful. Linda, I've got runner beans, tomatoes, sweet peppers, and cucumbers. Whether they will grow is another matter. Oh, I'll tell you, if we could get hold of some cucumber plants that we had last year, of those horrible little spiky things, but they were lovely. Cynthia saying, Tracy Murphy, I've sent you the link to the list of events which included the party. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, as she's saying, thank you. Kevin, you need to do another video about it. Yeah, I'll pop back down there, Dave. It's so difficult because since the high street opened up, unless you can catch it at the right time, it is so busy. It's difficult. You know, the quality of my videos are nothing like yours, but it's different when you're trying to perhaps do it, even if it's a short. It's still very difficult, but I will give it a go, Dave, in the next week or two. Ian saying chicken pellets do pong. You can say that again. No, don't bother. But they are good. If you water if you water them after you apply them to the soil, it will stop the smell as they. Oh, okay. Cynthia, did you make a note of that? Thank you. Ron, did you put your iris in? We did. I'm glad about that. How are we doing for time? Oh my God, look at the time. That's good, Ron. Hopefully, I think, Cynthia, what were those two? Were they irises that have come out in our garden, in our flower bed, on the allotment? I did. She did what? Oh dear. These are the pond irises, Kevin's Rambles. Oh, okay. Yes, irises. Yes, they are. Thank you. Oh, they're different ones. We've just got these two that have come through, and they've got this beautiful, deep, purpley flower on them, and really, really lovely. Basilica, did you say that you got an allotment or you had an allotment? I can't remember. Ron, did you put your eye in? Oh dear, oh dear. Elaine had some manure, mauve ones, and she's wanted yellow ones, so I gave her some. Oh, brilliant! That is lovely. You see, this is what it's all about. And I know people have said to me before that the group is just created. Well, how long ago was the group started? 5, 6 years ago, something like that. And it was all put together when it was to try and get everybody together, and you know, from a lot of us came from another place, and it's great, and we've come together. The walks have started, and there's these friendships that have been made that have been lifelong friendships, which is absolutely brilliant. And we're all, you know, everybody's there to support everybody else. If there's someone going through a bit of difficulty, they've only got to reach out, and I'll be there. See what I did there? You got to be musically inclined there to know what I'm like. And it's what it's about. And the friendships are brilliant. You know, we've had 30 people turn up on walks or two. Thank you, Dave. You got it, mate. But it doesn't matter. It's the friendship that groups got from that, and the walks and everything else. And I'm just so, you know, blessed to have been able to sort of help people to get together and create different friendships, which is wonderful. Hang on a minute. Oh, I can't find my handkerchief. But anyway, Marcus, perhaps you should take up smoking and pull over one of those heads that turn me bald. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Michael. The group, and Lynn saying the group is amazing. My friend Shaz loved coming on the walk with us at Ernley, and she wants to join us in Petersfield too. And I wanted to thank everybody for looking up. Lynn, she was lovely. She's a really, really lovely lady. I did feel sorry for her when we were all standing looking at those cattle, with the big horns, and I could see she was standing there, and she could, you know, she could hear people talking, and I just walked up and asked her if she'd like to get closer, and I you know, very gently took her arm and led her down to it. And she could just about make them out, but no, she's lovely, and she would be always welcome on the walks. Ron's saying, and we are very happy we are made lifelong friends, including yourself, Cynthia, Steve. Brilliant, thank you, Ron. Clive's saying, who would have guessed that Dave Ford? Let me tell you, Clyde, that Dave Ford and I, if I've got this right, I think Dave ran for Border Athletic Club. Is that right, Dave? And when I left school, I had the chance of staying on to sixth form. And if I had have done, Cynthia would have had to have put up with me because she stayed on to sixth form. Because Border Athletic Club wanted me to stay on at school to have specialist training, athletic training, in the old 440 yards, which is now 400 metres. And both Dave and I knew, here we go, Keith Billum. No, not Keith, he was in the same year as me. Martin Billum, who ran for Great Britain. So there was, even though Dave and I didn't know each other at the time, but we had the same connections in athletics. Then said, thank you. Ian, we are also lucky to meet everyone. Thanks to Cynthia. Do for us all. Yeah. Yeah, there's certain people you just wish you hadn't got. Certain people you hadn't met along the way. But hey ho, we'll put up with it. Then Cynthia said, so lovely to have become friends with you, Ronnie. We third that, Ronnie Lane. Oh, look, Ian's given Steve a little cuddle. Bless his little heart. Creep. Oh dear. But Steve and I don't care. We'll just go away to the Cotswolds on our own. When the group was supposed to be joining us, I can remember last July when all those hands went up when Paul said about going to do a Kevin's Rambles walk in the Cotswolds. They all said, yes, we'll go. Dave Ford said, I have entered the Bournemouth Half Marathon in October. Still plenty of time for you to get your entry. Oh, my word. Dave, I'll tell you what. Hang on. Oh, I was about to remind him in the old. Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Thank you. Yeah, where is Rob tonight? He's probably out in the countryside somewhere. When I think of all the road running, Dave, I used to do, even after I left school, and even when I was married, I was out road running 3 nights a week. I was in the gym 2 or 3 nights a week. And that's Cynthia knows, because she was a local girl to me. I was so fit, it was unbelievable. But then some years later, I was just sitting at home, and I had a bit of a heart flutter, and it scared the living daylights out of me. And I ended up having to go for heart scans and all sorts of things at the old King Edward VII Hospital. But I was under the same specialist as my dad was. And I literally stopped all training, all exercise. And in hindsight, probably the worst thing I could have done. There's nothing of me now, but, even back in the day, I was 3 nights a week, I was out doing, 10, 12 miles running a night. Couple of hours in the gym each time I went on cardio stuff all the time. So I was super, super fit. I was super fit in another way, but I'm just fit for the way I look now. Yeah, right. Okay, steady on. Ian said they want to come to a better quality one. Yeah, right. Okay. Yes, Andrew saying, good question. Perhaps he's not allowed to join us tonight. Perhaps he's under the thumb. Watching snooker. He might be. Cynthia saying we have more to offer. Well, Steve and I are being picked up on Friday to be taken out to a destination unknown to us with a lot of interest. Then on the Saturday, I know Lynn, you know, this wouldn't suit Lynn because of Kai and not being in the countryside. We are being given a guided tour of Gloucester Docks, which really looking forward to. And then on the Sunday, we've got the Canal Walk again, which I'm looking forward to. And Paul and Kim have arranged for us, I believe, to meet up with other YouTubers. So can't wait for that. Really looking forward to it. And Steve and I are going to have a game of golf on the way up on the Thursday. So Steve and I are up there from Thursday to Sunday, which is good. Dave said in Kevin's days it was still called a 440 yards. No, Dave, I think I told you the story. In all the times I ran, I only once had to use starting blocks, and that was down in Brighton. And Cynthia ran at the same venue, not the same event. And all these things were on there, and I haven't got a clue how to use them. I didn't have spikes. We were running on cinders, which I'd never run on before. And there was only one guy in the race. There was 8 of us. There was only one guy in the race that I'd never beaten regularly. And I came 6th out of 8. When the gun went off, the starting block slipped backwards. So that was at a disadvantage straight away. And I'm trying to catch them up. And when we got to the finish line, the guys were going to me, I went, how the hell did we beat you? You were always beating us. But not a clue. Not a clue how to use starting blocks. They were set up all wrong. My feet were slipping on the cinders. It was just hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. But an experience I was glad I had. It was fabulous. It says Michael to Ron. Yeah, thanks, Ian. Cynthia's saying about the Dave Ford. It was still yards, but we did have starting blocks. Yeah, we did. Cynthia, had you ever used starting blocks? Because I hadn't, not in those days, not when we ran all the local schools. It was all on grass. Ian's saying, Kevin, you are in future doing. I'll tell you what, if I could find a cake factory that would supply me some supplies free of charge for a bit of free advertising on YouTube, not a problem. Oh dear. Cynthia's saying Kevin can do cakes for the picnic. Oh my God, here we go. Cynthia, can Kevin bake? Carrot. Yes, I did, but I was a sprinter. Well, what's 440 yards and 400 metres then? You really think it's a long race? Oh gosh, I was good all round. I was good at cross country. You just couldn't hold me back. Oh my word! Clive saying, not a performance enhancing drug in those days, Kevin, or was there? Well, it probably was. And I will admit to this, and I think I've done it before. When I was about 15, 16, I was asked if I wanted to try some wacky backy. And I've only ever done it once. And the reason for that is when I got back into the pub, I got up on top of the table, told everybody to be quiet, jumped down off the table, got down on bended knee in front of my girlfriend and proposed to her. And I didn't know anything about it until the following day. I walked into the changing rooms at Hammer Football Club, and a lot of the lads were out with me that night, the night before. And as I walked in, they started congratulating me, shaking my hand. So as I shook the hand of about the 5th person, I went, what happened? And that's when they told me. And that's when you sort of, the thing, you go, really? Oh, what's it? And the story goes on a bit longer than that. And quite a few of you may, well, Cynthia and Steve know the story, but yeah. That was the one and only time I ever tried that stuff. Of anything. But nah. It can get you into lots of trouble, or nearly did. Dave saying, Clive, I am sure that I just heard Kevin say he was used to grass. You did. I know, actually, it was called Lebanese Gold. I can even remember the name of it. Oh, dear. Kevin was a fast runner as he would drink wine. No, that's now. Ian, that's now. And that's all because of diabetes, I tell you. And the tablet they put me on just recently doesn't help. Perhaps carrots, oh no, here we go. Perhaps carrots can make an athlete see the finishing line before everyone else. It didn't help. Mike, did you claim temporary insanity? Well, Michael, my girlfriend, obviously, she knew what was going on. And after a football match, we used to go to a pub at the end of the road that she lived in. And after 2 or 3 beers, I used to ring her place and say, look, I'm on my way. I'll see you in about 10 or 15 minutes. And bless my mum and dad used to make, because I wouldn't have had a proper tea because of playing football. They would do sandwiches and cake and cups of tea. And that's what they would do. Anyway, I've gone along. It's taken me longer to get to, because when I phoned up, she said, oh, when you get here, Mum and Dad want to have a word with you. So I thought, all right, okay, what's going on? So when I got to Mr. and Mrs. Watts' place, I can remember their names, knocked on the door, and my girlfriend answered the door. And she said, oh, and then my mum was there, and she said, Kevin, go on into the sitting room. Mr. Watts is in the sitting room. And I went into the sitting room, and the sitting room door to the hallway was never closed. And as I went in, Mr. Watts said, Kevin, would you mind just closing the door? Just need to have a chat. So I went, okay. So I closed the door, sat down. He said, now, let me first of all say, Mrs. Watts and I are absolutely over the moon about the news. And I just said, what news? He did, Nigel. And he said, well, I understand that we need to start making some plans. And I sort of went, plans for what, Mr. Watts? And he said, well, the wedding. And I went, oh, that noise again. He said, we are delighted that you've proposed to Moya. And we couldn't be more happier. And then I heard the giggling from outside the sitting room door. And the door opened, and Mrs. Watts and her daughter, Moya, came through with the trays, with the sandwiches on, the cups of tea. And she could obviously clearly see that I was a little bit worried. And she said, Kevin, it's okay. Moya explained the situation of what happened last night. And we just thought it might be fun to drag it out a little bit. Yeah. So now you've got the full story. But the naughty things that people do to tease you and make you feel uncomfortable, Ian McCagan, watch out from now on. I want to come up with some stories now. Basilica, sorry everyone, I'm saying goodbye for now. Have a good week. Basilica, thank you very much for joining in tonight. I hope it's been entertaining enough. Remember, 1 month's time, the first, hang on a sec. It'll be the 1st of June when we're back on. Take care, Basilica. Have a great week. And we'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye. It's 9:05. Who's staying? Who's going? Oh, what a great addition to the chat Basilica's been. Basilica, are you on Facebook before you go? Join the group if you haven't already. And if not, why not? You don't try, you know. Ian said, anyone that gets married should go off. Oh dear. wish someone had said that to me in 1977. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have two lovely children of 45 and 42. Oh my God. Hey, hang on. Oh no, it's not yet. I just suddenly thought if I missed my son's birthday. No, it's the 7th of June. When's that? Saturday, 7th of June. Tracy said, that was great, Kevin. Thank you for a lovely broadcast this evening. Thank you, Tracy. Good night. Good night. I'll stay if you are. Okay, I'll stay for a little while. Where is the time? I can't believe we are in May. No, nor can I. Nor can I. I'll stay for a little bit longer if anybody else wants to hang around. If you do, I'd like to find out why. I suppose what I could do, I could chuck myself on there and shout to the microphone. I'd better book my check. Then, yeah, you better check in. I would be. Oh, Ian, don't go. You've been the highlight of the night. Wait until he's gone. He'll be messaging me on my phone. You wait and see. Ian, you're not in trouble. Don't say that. You're never in trouble. There's no good messaging Jenny because she never answers the replies to it. Andrew saying, 99 everyone. Thank you. It's been a joy. Thank you, Andrew. Take care, my friend. Thank you very much. Say hi to Yasna and Zorro. That'd be great. Ron's going. Night all. Good night. Good night. Good night. I'm off now. Night, Kevin, and everyone. Take care of yourself. Good night, Lynn. Thanks very much, and speak to you soon. I'll be in touch. Night, Andrew and EX. Oh dear. Ian's saying, nice face, buddy. If I was in the trouble, I wouldn't take any notice anyway. Kerry's saying, good night, all. It's all right. Everybody's going now. I said I'd stay a bit longer. Night, Steve. Steve's going. Lynn's going. Anybody else going? Nigel, how nice to see you. Yeah, sorry, I'm off now. Nigel does this. He joins in right at the end of the evening when all the fun's finished. I'm going to take it up to 10 past and then I'm off. Be warned. Lynn saying, night, Michael, look after yourself. Oh, good night. Have I missed it? Oh, no, Lynn's just replying to him. Please, can we go now? No, you got to wait until 10 past. Alison saying, great show, I'm off now. Thank you, Alison. Did I say hello to you when you joined in? If not, I apologise. Hello, Alison. Goodbye. Yeah. I think we got to 27. Did we get to 27 tonight? 27 people watching? That's great. Are we into added time? We've been in added time for 8 minutes, Clive. Night, Steve, and all. And all. But Steve's not going, is he? Yes, he is. Night, everyone, says Steve. He's going to go and watch snooker. Has Dave gone as well? I haven't said Dave's gone. Good night, Dave, if you've gone. Bye. Bye-bye. 2 minutes and counting. Hopefully that 2 minutes goes really quick. Look, 100%, 19 people watching and 19 thumbs up. That's brilliant. Thanks very much. Did I see Dave? Still here. Well done, Dave. Staying to the bitter end. That's what I like to see. Do we get time off? Could be absolutely, Michael. Yeah, 10-4 in the snooker. That's great, Dave. Is Alex Higgins playing tonight against Dennis Taylor? That's about as much as I watch snooker nowadays. Actually, I was telling a lie. Last year, when my son was there, the year before, blimey, when he had his illness, he loved watching the snooker. And I must admit, I did sit and watch it with him. Last YouTuber standing there. Yeah. Well, Dave's still there. Cynthia might still be there. Or do we call Dave now an ex-YouTuber? I don't know. Hanging in, the state. Well, look, Ian, you've done it, mate. You've done it. An hour and 10 minutes. So, everybody, Nigel, next one first. Kevin is sitting. Yeah. John was late in. Andrew said, good night, all. Good night. My dad used to love the snooker. He started watching when I was. Oh, right. Okay. Night, mate, and all. Mate and all. Night, Ian. John was late in, but not as late as Nigel. So can you please make a note in your calendars that it's the first Friday of every month starting at 8 p.m. unless otherwise advised. So anyway, look, guys, thank you very much. I've loved it this evening. Loved it. It's been great. Don't tell Kevin, but I have put another 25 subscribers. Oh, Dave, I'm still struggling. I'm struggling like heck. I've just crawled into 1,100, and there you are, rubbing it in. Thanks. Never in a month of Sundays would I get anywhere near your title. Good night, Mark. Thanks very much for joining this evening. It's just, it's been a hoot. Night, Michael. Good night, my friend. Not enough dogs on you. No, exactly. Well done, Kevin. No night all. Good night. Okay, everybody. Look, it's 11 minutes. I've gone a minute over my time. So take care, everybody. Your badges need to be bigger. Thanks very much, everybody. Really appreciate your time, and I will speak to you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It won't stop. It won't. What's going on? Oh, it ended.